Those of you who are new to our liturgy probably wonder why we have you facing each other. It's because most Catholics only recognize each other by the back of their heads, right? Right? Church becomes theater. Not good. This way you've got to look each other in the eye. So what do you think about these two, James and John? You know, bold, brazen? Why are you a Christian disciple, a disciple of Jesus? Because you chose to be? I don't think so. You did not choose me, I chose you, he said. Why do you want to be a Christian? To save your soul? Jesus didn't come to save your soul. He came to save the world, save the cosmos, we would say today, all creation. And you certainly didn't become a Christian for celebrity reasons, like James and John. Why did Jesus call you to be a disciple? That's a good, we have to think about that once in a while. We always think it's our choice. That's because we live in a consumer society where we choose everything. The type of mayonnaise we like, you know, everything is our choice. But we were chosen. We were not the ones making the choice. All that we have to do is respond to a choice already made. Why did Jesus come? Why did Jesus choose us? Because he wanted to be one of us. Second reading. Very simple. He wanted to be one of us. Not because he was bored and had nothing else to do, but because he wanted to be one of the people he loved. It's as simple as that. Why does a man marry a woman? Because that's the woman he loves. He wanted to join us, to become one of us. We call that solidarity. So he didn't come for celebrity, he came for solidarity. And once Jesus joins himself to us, we go through a process of transformation. A gradual process of transformation, much like human life. It's a process. It goes on and on and on. And we change in the course of that process. And that's what Christian life, that's what discipleship is all about. It's a transformative process. Not just for the individual disciple, but for the whole world. Because we're like, as Jesus said in a parable, we're like yeast in the flour. We're a transformative agent because he is a transformative agent and he has joined himself to us, and so we are in the world as transforming agents, transforming everybody back into the image of the Father who Jesus revealed to us. That's why we go to communion, communion, union with. We intensify, we have an experience of intense union with Jesus at the altar table precisely because we need sustenance in order to continue the transformative process which has already been active in most, I guess all of us, for years and years and years. Well, then the question is, what does he want to transform us into? Change means change into what? Well, he wants us to become like him. Just as he chose to become like us, now he wants us to become like him. It's a process. And then, of course, these two characters got it wrong. He had to describe again what the result of this transformative process is, and it is that you become slaves like I am a slave. You become a slave to others, as I have become a slave to others. Again, the second reading and the gospel. Well, what do slaves do? Slaves do whatever is necessary. Whatever is needed by the masters, they do. And that's why Christians are at the mercy of the needs of the world. And so often we Christians have become what they used to call triumphalistic. We think we're the chosen people. Well, we are the chosen people. We're the chosen slaves of the rest of the people. And when the church gets that wrong, the church gets into big trouble. And we are the church. I'm not talking about bishops and cardinals because they're just one of us. They dress differently, they wear funny hats, but they're the same as we. So the transformative process means that we're becoming slaves to everyone who needs our assistance, our ministry, whatever they need. So in the last analysis, what is it that people need? Sometimes it's a cup of cold water. That's all you have to do to satisfy the needs of a person. Sometimes it's something else, maybe food or clothing or shelter or a kind listening ear or anything that the other person has need of becomes the call to the slave to come running. Let me give you a good example. Excuse me. A few months ago, we had that horrendous murder of people at church. And what was needed after that event? What did those people do? Think of it. What was needed? Forgiveness. That's what a slave does. Gives what is needed.